Here we are. We're in Wall. The town named well because from a distance it looks like it's kind of on top of a wall. Pretty original name, you know. Anyways, Wall is also the home of, well, Wall Drug. I'm sure you've seen the signs all over. Where the heck is Wall Drug? Well, Wall Drug is probably about, I'd say it's probably about a mile from where I'm sitting. So that's where the heck Wall Drug is. And it's, well, pretty much it, as you expect. It's a tourist trap, but it's still a fully functioning drugstore. You can still take your prescription there, get it filled. They got some cheap donuts that aren't very good, but like if you're a veteran or if you got a dog or, you know, a newlywed or something like that, you get coffee and a donut free. So, like I said, it's kind of, it's a tourist trap, but hey, if you're here, you're already in Walgingo Badlands, you just as well go check out Wall Drug too, because then you can say, yep, I've been to Wall Drug. Also, if you were in Iraq in about 2004 or 5, and you saw a bunch of Humvees that had a "Where the heck was Wall Drug" sticker on it, well, that was our battalion. That was, we got approval, and that's what we used for our, to mark all our Humvees over there was "Where the heck is Wall Drug" stickers. So if you saw a Humvee with the "Where the heck was Wall Drug" sticker, it was probably either it was ours, 2nd Battalion, 147 Field Artillery, or it was previously ours. So, but anyways, just a cool little tidbit. So anyways, well, oh yeah, we're here because we're doing a My Favorite Rides of the Badlands. And, well, you get off at the Wall exit, and you're looking for South Dakota Highway 240, which is the Badlands Scenic Byway. You find that road, you're good. And from there, you get on the loop, and it's about, yeah, give me a second here, I'll tell you how far it is, because I'm going to see what the, we're going to see the sign. It's like 7 or 8 miles down there, so 8 miles. The sign back there just said 8 miles, so it's 8 miles from the time you get off I-90 down to the byway. So I will see you at that time. Well, we have cleared the gates, and well, we're in the park now. Now once you first get into it, obviously it doesn't look like much, but it don't take very long, and you can see kind of over there, it don't take long and you get some awesome views. Very unique place. Kind of a different world. See, like I said, almost like a different planet. So here's an interesting tidbit. Portions of, well, the movie Thunderheart, Starship Troopers, I think Dances with Wolves has some portions that were filmed out here in the Badlands. So you notice this place kind of bears a strange resemblance to that planet that they were fighting on in Starship Troopers. That's because, well, it was shot in the Badlands for portions. Now, not this little spot here, but down closer to the southern end. Additionally, the southern end of this also used to be a bombing range for the Air Force, and it was also used by as an artillery range for the South Dakota National Guard. That has since ended. So the north unit's up by Wall, and then the south unit's actually down on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation. So there are two different units. Additionally, there is a North Dakota Badlands and a South Dakota Badlands. We are in the South Dakota Badlands. There is a difference between the states. South Dakota is the one that's got Rushmore in it. I know half you morons out there think Mount Rushmore is in North Dakota. It's not. It's actually in South Dakota. Fargo is in North Dakota. The show Fargo was actually filmed in Minnesota. Or actually, I don't even know. I think it was filmed mostly in Minnesota. The story mostly takes place in Minnesota. Those are kind of all the confusing things there. So some park information. Originally this started out as a national monument. I believe it was Hoover that signed the creation of it in the late 20s. And in the 30s, when it was stood up as a national monument, the road was also built at that time. Visitor Center was built in the late to mid 50s, or mid to late 50s. And then in 1978, it was changed from a national monument to a national park. So there's some other little history tidbits. You can drive through this park, you can stop and look, you can stop and hike, you can do so many things in this park. But you can kind of do everything in it. Welcome back. Got some road work here, which, well, that's one thing you just kind of got to deal with around here because, well, limited work season. They can only do so much. Hopefully it doesn't stop me. Or she, excuse me. There we go. And yeah, fair warning, you are going to get warm out here. Sea limits are anywhere from 25 to 45, so I mean, you can try to ride faster here if you want to, but you're probably still going to end up behind a bunch of traffic, so no sense rushing it. So like I said, we've come back to kind of back into the Badlands part again, and you could see some views on that, on the road there. It's just more of the plains part. We've actually got a pretty nice viewpoint up there that gives a good explanation where you can kind of just go sit out there and kind of observe the plains, because there's lots of life out there too. And you know, if you like prairie dogs, there's tons of them around. Don't pet them, obviously. Stay away from them. Because they may have the plague. And I'm not kidding, they may have the plague, so stay away from them. They're not pets. Just like anywhere else, just leave crap alone. Just observe and enjoy. Don't take artifacts, don't take rocks, just observe it and enjoy it. leave it for the next guy, why don't you? You could go up here, visit Center, call it good. That's Highway 44, by the way. But I suggest keep going, because there's a little bit more of the Badlands that you're going to miss if you stop here. So keep that in mind. I will say this is a nice little side trip. If you're coming down I-9 and you just want a quick side trip on the bike, by all means, hop off the interstate, pay your, I think it's like 10 or 20 bucks, I think you gotta pay, and come right through it, because it's kind of cool, and it's not too far out of the way. I don't know, I think it's a cool place, you definitely should check out. Its biggest downfalls are, well, it's in the middle of nowhere. But holy crap, this place is packed. What the hell's going on? Well, they actually don't charge you for this spot. I mean, you can get through the gate on this side without paying, because you need access to interior. And yes, you could do that. I guess if you feel good with that. If you're still want to save a buck, you can't, you know, throw a few bucks to the national parks. But hey, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, you definitely should check this out. If you're coming all the way to South Dakota, especially if you're coming from the east, yeah, make sure you check it out, because like I said, it's right by I-90. If you drive straight through, it adds maybe an hour to your trip at most, and that's if you don't stop. If you stop, it'll obviously add a little more time, but I would seriously, if you're coming by, heck, budget a little time to come check it out, because it's a cool little place to come ride through. Also, another fun thing you can do is you can ride through this place at night. And yes, it's a thing. On the full moon, this is probably one of the coolest rides out there on a full moon. If it's a good full moon, the moon just shines up the Badlands all weirdly and stuff. It's really cool. I would suggest, obviously, go through here in the daytime, but if you can, absolutely come through here at night, because you get down here right maybe a little bit after the sun goes down on a hot day. The sun's gone, the temperature's about right. It's you can have some nice evenings riding through here. So ride this during the full moon. I would definitely advise you to do that if you can. And let's put it this way, if you only had one option, you could ride it at night or ride it at day, ride it at night. It's so much cooler at night. It's just way cooler at night. Well, we've got to reach the end here, so I thank you for coming with me today on this latest edition of My Favorite Rides. Once again, I am Richard Lewis, also known as Clutch. I am the founder and kind of the do everything guy here at Sodak Motorcycle Vlog. So we talk about motorcycles from the South Dakota perspective. So I'm gonna let you get back to your day. Make sure you tell your friends about this, and also make sure you're keeping the rubber side down and enjoying the ride. And we'll see you next time.